The deadliest power is an overwhelming presence. You enter, they go silent. You speak, they obey without question. Not from fear, but because your presence bends them. That's not luck. That's design. Machiavelli knew the secret. Aura is the hidden weapon of rulers. Today you learn how to build yours. Power isn't always action. Sometimes it's stillness that feels like a storm. Machiavelli controlled people by controlling how they felt around him. That pressure, that weight. That's aura. Build it right, and people follow, hesitate, obey without knowing why. What if your presence alone shattered their confidence? What if your silence stripped their control? Machiavelli understood one brutal truth. Control the atmosphere, control the outcome. Want to stop being ignored and start being obeyed? Don't raise your voice. Raise your presence. The man who doesn't flinch terrifies everyone else. Machiavelli knew, aura is built in what you don't do. Your calmness unnerves. Your stillness dominates. Stop trying to impress. Master your energy. Become what they can't shake off. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Not poetic. Surgical. A warning. Never reveal your core. The moment they know you, they predict you. And if they predict you, they control you. Your aura isn't built on truth. It's built on the illusion of truth. Carefully crafted, ruthlessly maintained. You're not here to be understood. You're here to be misread and still obeyed. The common man seeks connection. He wants to be known, liked, embraced. But a Machiavellian sees the trap. Visibility is vulnerability. Transparency is liability. What they see must be a shadow, not a mirror. If they read your face, they prepare. If they predict your moves, they neutralize you. That's how kings fall and pawns win. Not by strength, by expectation. Never let them expect you. Mystery is your armor. You don't owe clarity. You owe effect. Speak in fragments. Leave sentences half-built. Make your thoughts riddles. Let them finish them. They'll fill the gaps with their own fears. Here's the twist. The version of you they invent will always be more powerful than the one you could explain. You don't need trust. You need to be unreadable. Trust is a leash. Mystery is a weapon. Let them guess. Let them whisper. Let them argue about what you meant. While they decode you, they've already submitted. Never correct their assumptions. They think you're kind. Let them. Cruel. Let them. Indifferent. Smile. Then disappear. The moment they ask, what is he really thinking? You've won. Dress like your presence is worth something. Not loud. Not flashy. Sharp. Calculated. Every piece says, this person doesn't need to prove anything. You're not competing with the loud. You're disarming them by not trying. Most wear brands to be seen. You wear silence to be remembered. When you speak, slow, controlled, no filler, no nervous laughter. Speak like each word costs something. Don't rush to answer. Let silence work. The longer your pause, the heavier your words. Let them feel the gap. It creates anticipation, suspense, fear. That is aura. Don't smile by default. Default smiles signal weakness, a plea for acceptance. Your face rests in calm authority, not aggressive, not unfriendly, unreadable. Unreadable people are unforgettable. Machiavelli knew. When people can't read you, they obsess. Their minds fill the blanks, build stories, create myth. The myth becomes more powerful than truth. Walk into a room, don't try to connect. Let them come to you. Try to join their rhythm you've already submitted. Power that's easy to access is easy to ignore. Machiavelli knew, value is illusion. Illusions must be constructed, always present, available, agreeable. You become common. Commonness is the graveyard of power. Let fools offer themselves to the world. Let the desperate advertise their emotions. Time, presence. You're not one of them. You are rare. Act like it. The powerful don't chase. They attract. They're not reached, they're sought. You must become expensive, not in wealth, in energy. Interacting with you should feel like a privilege earned, not a casual encounter. Your attention must feel expensive. That's what makes them crave it. Don't smile for free. Don't offer opinions easily. Don't stay too long. Arrive when you choose. Disappear without warning. The mystery of your presence is worth more than the noise of their existence. Stop replying instantly. Stop showing up everywhere. Stop being predictable. Predictability breeds comfort. Comfort destroys reverence. Want to be loved? Let them miss you. Want respect? Let them feel your absence. The more they see you, the less they feel you. Withdraw strategically, casually, ruthlessly, not with malice, with indifference, with precision. Machiavelli wrote, "A ruler should be feared more than loved, but the true genius, being talked about more than being seen, becoming the silent topic, the ghost that governs the room in absence. That is the aura of the rare. Let them lean into you. Scan the room like you're measuring it, not seeking approval or friends studying. Like a ruler calculating the weaknesses in his court. Speak when necessary. When you do, speak like your words will change the temperature. If your presence has weight, your voice becomes command. Even how you end conversations matters. Never linger. End with purpose. Your time is too valuable to waste. Stand like someone others wait for, not someone who waits to be heard. If someone tries to dominate with ego, humor, status, don't fight them. Let them overexpose themselves. Let them brag. Let them reveal their need for validation. Then say something simple, quiet, cutting. Fall back into silence. That silence will echo louder than their entire performance. You don't match the energy in the room. You set it. You decide if it feels tense, cold, intimate, dangerous. This is the highest form of social control. Environmental leadership without declaration. They shouldn't know why the air feels heavier when you're there, why they sit straighter, talk slower, hesitate before speaking. They just will. That's aura. Machiavelli would tell you, he who shapes the atmosphere shapes the decisions made within it. People don't follow reason, they follow energy. They obey the one who feels like he's already won, and the one who's won doesn't speak to prove it. He just exists, quietly, unshaken, like gravity. Don't try to be the center of attention. Be the one who owns the energy that surrounds it. When people enter your space, let them feel the difference. Let them adjust to you. Your pace, your tone, your silence. You're not another voice in the chaos. You're the tension they didn't expect. The stillness they can't ignore. That's how you bend the room without lifting a finger. The most powerful ruler, the one you never see giving orders but you still follow. True Machiavellian aura isn't theatrical, not loud, not boastful. It doesn't demand obedience. It invites it. It seeps into the mind, twists perception, rewrites the rules until people conform without realizing they're bending to your will. That's the final form of aura, silent tyranny. You don't dominate by force. You dominate by presence, by expectation, by invisible gravity, like a king whose crown is never seen, only felt. The world teaches people to command with words, assert power with noise, but noise is resistance. Noise is struggle. The higher game, control without effort, influence without command, dominate without appearing to do so. It begins by planting one idea. You are the one they must align with. Never beg, never plead, never convince. Become the standard they calibrate themselves to, the tone they imitate, the pace they follow, the approval they quietly chase. Let your actions be few but definitive, your gaze rare but piercing, your attention feel like a spotlight from the heavens, warming when it's on them, freezing when it's not. People follow power because it feels inevitable. You must become inevitable. Even when silent, your preferences should echo. Even when gone, your presence shapes decisions. They should hesitate and ask, what would he think? Not because you told them, because your energy still lingers. Be the phantom ruler of every social structure you enter, not the face of control, the spirit of it. To do this, kill the need for validation completely. Don't rise when they praise you. Don't flinch when they criticize you. You're beyond emotion, beyond the petty friction of approval. You act with such internal certainty that others question their own thoughts just standing next to you. The highest form of influence, when people think it was their idea. Never push, only pull. Lead through questions, through silence, through reactions so minimal they become mirrors for their conscience. Make them unsure of what you want, but desperate to provide it. Not because you said so, because something in your calm, unreadable presence made them want to obey when they displease you. Don't rage, don't explain, simply withdraw, cold, clean, final. They'll feel the loss like a guillotine fell without warning. Once someone has felt your aura, your absence becomes punishment enough. That's the power of the silent tyrant. You don't impose laws. You are the law, not through threat, through necessity. People adjust to your energy like planets to a sun. When they forget your value, vanish. Let them suffocate in the vacuum you leave behind. When they beg for your return, you'll know you never had to speak to rule them. You ruled them the moment they changed for you without knowing why. That is Machiavellian aura. Not a performance, a presence. Not charisma command. Not control by force, but control through silence so complete they call it respect. Let others chase applause. You become the gravity they orbit. The voice they never heard but always followed.